When she sings for the victims, and she sings with power. Ukraine's Jamala has just completed her first rehearsal at Eurovision 2016. I was completely floored. You guys, musically, she was on point as always, but she managed to use the visuals to tell this very dark, sad, and personal story in a really innovative, creative, and modern way. At one point, the entire floor is black, and she's walking, and colors track her movement. So she's kind of moving into this chaos, this chaotic history. Later, as the song builds, things turn red and start falling apart, perhaps mirroring the lives of those who died and those who were left behind. And then towards the end, a tree, she's standing center stage rather, and all the lights seem to suck underneath her dress, and then a tree emerges behind her, kind of the rebirth, the aftermath, that after these things you can and do move on. I was loving this. I think this is winning the semi-final. I think she's just, made a huge, huge statement that she is in it to win it.
Yeah, I was such a hater at the start when this song first came out. I couldn't stand it. And I can comfortably say now that this is my favourite rehearsal from semi-final 2, maybe from both semi-finals so far. It was just so emotional and chilling, and I could nearly feel a tear coming to my eyes, and I had goosebumps, and every aspect of the staging, there was nothing that was surplus to requirements. Every aspect of the stage was used, and it was just so magical. And that moment where it's as if there's a sharp intake and all the light just zooms into her, and then she explodes into the tree. It's just magical.
What I love about it as well, initially I didn't like it because I felt that 1944 was quite shouty at times, and she had a really soft, sort of really personal delivery this time. It started off really soft, and it was kind of simmering until she got to the part where she needed to, when they come to your house, and she was kind of having that ad-lib moment. It was really, really great, and I love the staging for its sparse quality. They used a lot, but it still felt that it had a lot of room. This is how you use staging to tell a story, to give life to your story.
And I think that sometimes people are way too literal. If you have a story about abuse, you show the man dancing around the woman trying to beat.
Interpretive dance is so out.
It's slightly tacky, whereas this was so tastefully done, saying you don't have to be over the top to convey something powerful. I think the fact that everything is black, suggests a void, an absence, a death, or several thousand. And I think that the way she delivers this is just so authentic and real. This is the first time, I think, at Eurovision I've been truly touched by a song in a long time.
Yeah, me too. And what I also loved about it, Porrick, was that the void had movement. In the first few frames, it was just a black space behind her, but it had movement. You could tell that it was dark history.
But the thing about it as well is it was so gripping, because every time a rehearsal comes on in the press room, there's always a murmur or a buzz of talk, and there was literally silence. Everybody was looking at the screen, everybody was listening. It was just, everyone was captivated.
And I think the dress, it sounds flippant to talk about fashion in this context, but she was wearing this black dress, and it was modern, but it was also somewhat funereal. It's kind of like a chic take on mourning, and she's just straddling the line so perfectly in this, managing to make something that is about 1944, very 2016.
At the same time, showcasing local jewelry. Did you see the sort of ring that she had on? Everything was thought out, everything was very clever. And what I love about it is that it's actually good to go. I cannot see how this rehearsal can be improved.
Complete control, massive stage. She filled it vocally and physically. The Ukrainians get staging, and the stage gets Ukraine.
Yeah.
I think I know the answer, but is this going to the final?
Yesterday I said that I couldn't see anything beating Dami Im, and I thought she would comfortably win the semi-final. I think Ukraine have just passed her out, and I think it's heading straight to the top 5 in the grand final.
I didn't. I'm like you. I didn't like this to begin with. Now I'm bereft. This is so beautiful, so moving, so touching. Pick up your phone and vote.
I think this song, what concerned me was that it was very divisive when you have something that can't be placed in a genre that mixes breaking beats with soul, with jazz. But I think the staging gives it a cohesion, and now the divisive quality is gone. I think if you have a heart and a soul, you will relate to this. This is winning the semi-final, and this is going to surprise during the grand final. I think when you have so much shallow surface in the other acts and tricks and gimmicks, something like this, which is
Yeah.
a simple, not a simple song, a heavy song delivered with soul, this wins the day for me. I think this could actually win.
And it's interesting, you're talking about gimmicks and tricks, and it's true, because this isn't pared back at all. It's not pared back. There's a lot of staging, but it's very, very carefully placed. And I mean, this is great. And I think that even if you don't like the song, you would appreciate the artistry behind it, the artistry behind the staging, her vocals, her fashion. Everything about it is mastered out.
That's what we think. What do you think? You can let us know here on wiwibloggs.
And make sure to hit the subscribe button.
Hit the like button, add your comments.
See you later. Bye.